Good morning, children. Today let's learn formation of adjectives. Dear children, many adjectives are formed from nouns. Now look at the nouns. Boy, fool, care, hope, trouble, shame, sense, silk, gold, dirt, storm. Then we can make adjectives using these nouns. We add the letters ish to the end of the noun. We form the adjective boyish. Boyish is the adjective. Then look at the next word. Fool. F-O-O-L, fool. We add ish to the end of the noun and we form the adjective foolish. The word foolish is the adjective. The next word, care. We add ful to the end of the noun care. We form the adjective careful. The next word, hope. Then we add ful to the end of the noun hope. We form the adjective hopeful. And next word, trouble. 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 Trouble is the noun. We add the letters some, some, to the end of the noun trouble. We form the adjective troublesome. The next word, shame. We add les to the end of the noun. We form the adjective shameless. Shameless is the adjective. Next word is sense. Sense. The noun sense. We add les to the end of the noun. We form the adjective senseless. The next word, silk. We add en to the end of the noun. We form the adjective silken. Then gold. The word gold, G-O-L-D, gold. We add en to the end of the noun. We form the adjective golden. Golden is the adjective. Then look at the next word, dirt. D-I-R-T, dirt. We add to the end of the noun dirt, y. Dirty. And the word storm, we add y to the end of the noun and we made the adjective, or we form the adjective by adding y to the end of the noun storm, stormy. Stormy is the adjective. Now you can see we can form adjectives from nouns and some adjectives are formed from verbs. Look at these verbs. The word tire, T-I-R-E, tire. We add L-E-S-S, tireless. Tire, tireless. Then look at the next word, talk. We add A-T-I-V-E, talkative. Talk, talkative. Then look at the verb cease. We add less to the end of the verb. We form the word ceaseless. Ceaseless is the adjective. Cease is the verb and ceaseless is the adjective. Then move. Move is the verb. We add able. A-B-L-E. Movable. Move, movable. Move is the verb and movable is the adjective. My dear children, some adjectives are formed from other adjectives. Look at these adjectives. Tragic. Then tragic is an adjective. We add al to the end of the adjective. Then tragical is also an adjective. That is why I told you some adjectives are formed from other adjectives. Then look at the next adjective, whole, whole. Then we can add some to the end of the adjective some. Then wholesome. We form the word wholesome, wholesome. Wholesome is also an adjective. Then look at the word, next word, black. Black is an adjective. Then we can add is to the end of the adjective. Then blackish. Blackish is an adjective. Black is also an adjective. That is why I told you some adjectives are formed from other adjectives. Then look at the next word, white, W-H-I-T-E, white. Then we can add ISH, we can add ISH, and also we have to drop the letter E, W-H-I-T-E, white, white is an adjective, but we will have to drop the letter E and we should add ISH to the end of the adjective. Then whitish, whitish is also an adjective. Then adjectives are formed from other adjectives. Then look at the word three, THREE, three is an adjective. Then we can add FOLD to the end of the adjective, threefold. Then sick, look at the word sick, sick is also an adjective. Then we can add ly to the end of the adjective, sickly, sickly is also an adjective. Therefore, we can say some adjectives are formed from other adjectives. Now you can see adjectives are formed by adding a suffix to a noun or a verb. Keep it in your mind. Then I will tell you affixes. An affix is added to the beginning or the end of a word to form a new word. Then prefix, a title placed before noun, add as an introduction. Prefix, a verbal element placed at beginning of word to qualify meaning. The children, prefixes added to the beginning of a word. Then look at these words. Look at the word necessary. Then we add prefix, add the prefix un before the word necessary. Then we form a word unnecessary. Then look at the word kind. We add prefix un before the word kind. Then we form the word unkind. Look at the next word happy. We add prefix un before the word happy. Then we form a new word unhappy. Then look at the next word advantage. We add prefix dis before the word advantage. Then we form a new word disadvantage. Then look at the word patient. Then we add im before the word. Then we form a new word impatient. Then you can see prefixes change the meaning of the word. Then next one, suffix. Verbal element attached to end of a word in inflection, word formation, etc. Suffixes added to the end of a word. Look at the word careful. Then we add full to the word care. We form a new word careful. We add full to the end of the word beauty. We form a new word beautiful. Then look at the word care. Then we add less. Then we form the word careless. Look at the word use. We add less to the end of the word use. We form a new word useless. Then look at the word fit. We add ness. Then we form a new word fitness. Look at the word sad. We add the suffix ly. We form a new word sadly. Then look at the word agree. We add suffix ment. Then we form a new word agreement. Suffixes change the word class and perhaps the meaning of the word also changes. Look at these words. Look at the word angry. Then we form the word angrily. Then angry is an adjective, angrily is an adverb. Then beauty, beauty is a noun and beautiful is an adjective. Then look at the word sad. Sad is an adjective. Then sadness, sadness is a noun. Then care, care is a verb and careless is an adjective. Forget is a verb, forgetful is an adjective. Then you can see suffixes change the word class and perhaps the meaning of the word also change. And suffixes added to the end of the word, suffixes change the word class. Now I told you what prefixes and suffixes are. I told you adjectives are formed by adding a suffix to a noun or a verb. Now look at these examples, dear children. Suffixes y, able, able, ous, ly, full. Then these are suffixes. Then look at these words. hail, storm, dirt, curl, chill, breeze. Then we add y to the end of the word health. We add y to the end of the word. We form a new word healthy. Storm, we add y to the end of the word storm. We form a new word stormy. Then dirt, we add y to the end of the word dirt. We form a new word dirty. Then look at the word curl. We add y to the end of the word curl, curly. Like that, chill, chilly, breeze, breezy. We form new words. They are adjectives. Then look at the next words: value, read, move, break, prefer. Then we add the suffix able to the end of the word. We form new adjectives. Value, we add able, valuable. Love, we add able, lovable. Read, we add able, readable. Move, we add able, movable. Break, we add able, breakable, preferable. Like that, we add suffixes to the end of the word. Look at these words: glory, envy. Then this word that ends in y, therefore we drop this y and we add I and add the suffix ous. Glory, glorious. The word envy also same. We drop the y and we add I and we add the suffix ous. Envious. Glory, glorious. Envy, envious. Then look at the word mountain. Then we add ous. That is why we add suffix ous to the end of the word mountain. Mountainous. Cautious. We add ous to the end of the word. Then fame, famous, humor, humorous, disaster, disastrous. Like that, we add suffix ous. Then look at the next suffix ly. Then look at these words: sick, love, dead, day, cost, elder. Then we add ly to the end of these words. Sick, sickly. We add ly. We add the suffix ly to the end of the word. Sick, sickly. Love, lovely. Dead, deadly. We add ly to the end of the word dead. And we form a new word deadly. Then day, daily. There we drop the y and add I. Then add the suffix ly, daily. Then elder, elderly. We add ly to the end of the word elder. We add the suffix ly. Then we form a new word elderly. We form the adjective. And also we can use the suffix full, ful, full, not the fu double l. Then look at these words: health, power, beauty, respect, success, care, boast. Then we add ful to the end of the word help. We form a new word helpful. Then power, we add the suffix ful to the end of the word power. Then we form a new word powerful. Beauty, then beautiful. We add ful to the end of the word beauty. Then there we drop that y and we add I. Then respect, respectful. We add ful suffix to the end of the word respect. We form a new word respectful. Then success, we add suffix ful to the end of the word success. We form a new word successful. Then care, careful. We add the suffix full to the end of the word care, careful. Then boast, boastful. And also last one. And also we add ible to the end of the word and we make adjectives. We form new words. Look at the word terror, terror, terror. Then we add ible to the end of the word terror. We form a new word terrible. Terrible is an adjective. Look at the next word horror. Then we add ible, that is suffix. We add the suffix to the end of the word horror. We form a new word horrible. It is an adjective. Okay, children, now I will teach you the position of an adjective in a sentence. In sentences, we can find adjectives in two positions. Look at the first sentence. Manisa was a courageous mother. Now you can understand, mother is the noun, courageous is the adjective. In this sentence, courageous is used along with the noun mother. The word courageous is used with the noun mother as an attributive. It describes the noun. It is therefore said to be used attributively. Then look at the next sentence. Manisa is courageous. The adjective courageous is used along with the verb is and forms a part of the predicate. The adjective comes after the pronoun Manisha and the linking verb. It is therefore said to be used predicatively. Now I will teach you the order of adjectives. When we use more than one adjective, they are usually used in a particular order. Now look at the sentence, the big red bag, and the other sentence, the red big bag. Then what is the correct one? The correct one is first one, the big red bag, because adjectives of size generally comes before adjectives of color. That is why the first sentence is correct. The big red bag is correct. The red big bag is wrong. And look at the next sentence. Nathalie bought a beautiful new white Chinese cotton wedding sari. In this sentence, we have used few adjectives. Beautiful new white Chinese cotton wedding. They are adjectives. Then look at the next sentence. The manager sat behind large brown Chinese teakwood office table. The manager sat behind large brown Chinese teakwood office table. Then you better see the table, the order of adjectives. Then look at the type of adjectives. Then judgment, size or measurement, age, shape, color, condition, origin, that is to say country or area, material, purpose. Then look at the sentence. Nathalie bought a beautiful new white Chinese cotton wedding sari. Then beautiful is judgment. Age is new. Color, white. Origin, Chinese. Material, cotton. Purpose, wedding. Sari is the noun. Then we use the adjectives. Beautiful new white Chinese cotton wedding. They are adjectives. When we use these adjectives, there is a order. This is the order that we will have to use. Then look at the next sentence. The manager sat behind large brown Chinese teakwood office table. Then large, it is the size. Then color brown. Then origin Chinese. Material teakwood. Purpose office. Table is the noun. Then we ordered the adjectives. We ordered adjectives in this order. In this order we order the adjectives judgment, size, measure, age, shape, color, condition, origin, country or area, material and purpose. Then you will have to follow this order when you are ordering the adjectives in a sentence. Now I am going to teach you the comparisons of adjectives. Look at these three sentences. There are three people, Mr. Nimal, Mr. Amal and Mr. Kamal. Mr. Nimal is a strong man. Mr. Amal is stronger. Mr. Kamal is the strongest of the three men. Mr. Nimal, Mr. Amal, Mr. Kamal are all strong men. They are all strong men in different degrees, and we show that by three different forms of adjectives. When I use the words strong, stronger, strongest in grammar, these three forms are called positive degree, the comparative degree and the superlative degree. In grammar, these three forms are called positive degree, the comparative degree and the superlative degree. Great many short adjectives form their comparative degree by adding er and their superlative by adding est to the positive. Most adjectives of one syllable and some of more than one form the comparative by adding er and the superlative by adding est to the positive. Then look at these examples. Then you can see the positive degree, comparative degree and superlative degree. Look at these words: tall, sweet, small, short, clever, old. Then we make the comparative by adding er to the positive. Look at the word tall, we add er, taller, and we add est to the positive, tallest. Sweet, we add er to the positive, sweeter. Then we add est to the positive, we make the superlative, sweetest. Then small, we add er to the positive and we add est to the superlative. Then smallest, short, shorter, shortest, clever, cleverer, cleverest, old, older, oldest. And the next thing, when the positive is a word of one syllable and end in a single consonant preceded by a short vowel, this consonant is doubled before adding er and est. Look at these examples. Look at these words: big, hot, thin, fat. The last letter of the positive, we double the last letter. Big, B-I-G-G-E-R, bigger. B-I-G-G-E-R, bigger. And superlative, biggest. Then next word, hot. We double the last letter, T, H-O-T-T-E-R, hotter. Then superlative, hottest. Then look at the next word, thin. We double the last letter N, thinner. Then superlative, thinnest. Then next word, look at the next word, fat. The last letter is T. We double the last letter, fatter. Then comparative, fatter. Superlative, fattest. Then one more thing, if the positive ends in E, we only add R and ST. Then look at these words, large. The word large ends in E, therefore when we are making the comparative, we only add R, larger. Then superlative, largest. Look at the next word, fine. The word fine that ends in E, therefore we add only R to the positive, finer. Then next word, superlative, finest. Next word, wise. The word wise ends in E, therefore we add only R, superlative, wisest. Next word, noble. The word noble that ends in E, therefore we add only R, nobler, superlative, noblest. White, W-H-I-T-E, white. The white ends in E, therefore we add only R, whiter. Then superlative is whitest. Next one, when the positive ends in Y preceded by a consonant, the Y is changed to I before adding ER and EST. Look at the words heavy, heavier, heaviest. Then happy, happier, happiest. Easy, easier, easiest. Next one, adjectives of more than two syllables and many of those with two form the comparative by using the adverb more with the positive and the superlative by using the adverb most with the positive. The adjectives that do this are usually rather loan words. All adjectives of three or more syllables, we do this. Look at the example. Interesting, exciting, etc. Now look at these adjectives. Exciting, interesting, difficult, beautiful, valuable. Then comparative form, we add the word more exciting, more interesting, more difficult, more beautiful, more valuable. Then superlative form, we add most exciting, most interesting, most difficult, most beautiful, most valuable. Then now let's learn about the irregular comparisons. The following adjectives are compared irregularly, that is, their comparative and superlative are not formed from the positive. Look at these adjectives. Positive. Look at the word good or well. Comparative form is better. Superlative form is best. Good, better, best. Then bad, worse, worst. Little, less, least. Much, more, most. Then many, more, most. These adjectives are compared irregularly. Now I will teach you how to compare one thing with another. Look at these sentences. Then with the positive degree we use as before the adjective and as after it. Then look at the picture. There are two girls. One girl is Amali, the other one is Nimali. Then Amali is 5 feet tall. Nimali is 5 feet tall. Then both of them are same height. Amali is 5 feet tall. Nimali is 5 feet tall. Both of them are same height. We say that Amali is as tall as Nimali. We can express that idea like this using the word as tall as. Then Amali is as tall as Nimali. Then John is as fat as Frederick. This house is as big as that house. Next, with the comparative, we use then after the adjective. Look at these two girls. Then Netuli is 5 feet tall. Then Dinitya is 5.5 feet tall. Then Dinitya is taller than Netuli. We use the word then after the comparative. Dinitya is taller than Netuli. Dinitya is taller than Netuli. Frederick is fatter than John. That exercise is more difficult than this one. Kasun's house is bigger than Lairu's house. Then with the comparative we use then after the adjective. Next one. Dear children, keep it in your mind. Third point, after the superlative we often use of. This is the best of the 5 hens. This is the best of the 3 cars. This is the best of the 3 cars. Then we use the word of. After the superlative we often use of. But we may use a phrase that begins in, on, etc. Examples: that boy is the cleverest in the class. He is the biggest boy on the ground. Nimal is the tallest boy in our class. In our class, on the ground, in the class. We may use a phrase that begins in, on, etc. These are the examples. That boy is the cleverest boy in the class. He is the biggest boy on the ground. Nimal is the tallest boy in our class. Today, you learn 4 points. You learn the formation of adjectives and you learn affixes, prefixes, suffixes and infixes. Infixes, brother-in-law, mother-in-law, son-in-law. Right. Third point, possession of adjectives in a sentence. Last point, comparisons of adjectives.